Now let us try to understand hydraulic cylinder sequencing circuit. Since this is called a sequencing circuit, it has multiple cylinders which has to be operated in sequential manner. Now let us, if you see this circuit, there are two cylinders. This is double acting cylinder, two double acting cylinder. This is cylinder 1 and this is cylinder 2. Now since this is sequencing circuit or sequencing operation, we have to achieve motion of these two cylinders in some sequence. So the sequence is given here: C1 plus, C2 plus, C2 minus, C1 minus. Now meaning of C1 plus is that the extension of cylinder 1 has to achieve first. After completion of extension of cylinder 1, we have to achieve extension of cylinder 2. That is why C1 plus and C1 2 they are written one after the other. So C1 1, the cylinder 1 will extend first. After end of extension of cylinder 1, cylinder 2 will start extending. Now after after completion of extension of cylinder 2, the retraction of cylinder 2 has to be start. So cylinder 2 will start retracting first. After completion of retraction of cylinder 2, cylinder 1 retraction of cylinder 1 will start. So we have to achieve extension of cylinder 1 first, then retraction of cylinder 2, extension of cylinder 1 first, then extension of cylinder 2, then retraction of cylinder 2 first, and then retraction of cylinder 1. So this is why the sequence is written here: C1 plus, that is extension of cylinder 1, then C2 plus, extension of cylinder 2, then C2 minus, that means retraction of cylinder 2 first, and then C1 minus, that means retraction of cylinder 1. So now to achieve this particular sequence, we need two sequence valves. So this is again integration of pressure relief valve and check valve. So this is sequence valve 1, this is sequence valve 2. Now let us try to understand the working of this sequential circuit. So when I operate this first envelope by by using this hand lever, what will happen? P will be connected to A and B will be connected to T. So when I start pump, liquid delivered by pump will come to P, from P to A, and now from A it will start moving to this path. So it will enter to this particular junction. Now it has two ways, one is to the right hand side and one is to the left hand side. So liquid will start entering from right hand side and it will come here. Again at this junction there are three we can say parts. One is this pilot line. So liquid will come here, the pressure is not back pressure, so liquid will stay here itself and it will not open this sequence valve. So liquid will come here and it will stop because it has no way, because this valve is closed. Again liquid will go here, but this check valve will not allow liquid to flow from this side to this side. It will allow only flow from this side to this side. So now what will happen? Even if liquid enters from this right hand side, it has no space to go further. So liquid will start entering to the left hand side and it will move to this path, and now it will be directed to blank end of the cylinder. So now liquid will start entering from blank end of cylinder 1. It will push this piston to right hand side. At the same time, liquid which is available at this point or the rod end will be taken out from this line. It will come here, it will come here. Now here there are two paths, one is to the check valve, another one is to the pressure relief valve, the sequence valve, but it is closed. So it will be delivered to this check valve, again to this point. Again here the pressure is less, so this pilot will not open this valve. So it will deliver to this line, it will come to this point, and from point B, since B is connected to T, the liquid of the rod end, liquid which is available at rod end of cylinder 1 will follow this path, this particular path, and it will be delivered to port B, and B is connected to T, so it will be delivered to the tank. So this is how extension of cylinder 1 is achieved. Now at the end of extension of cylinder 1, what will happen? This complete blank end will filled with the liquid. So this blank end and this pressure line, complete pressure line is filled with the liquid, and pump is delivering the fluid continuously. So at the end of extension of cylinder 1, since this complete line is filled with the liquid, back pressure will be created, and now this back pressure will be sensed by this pilot line, and this sequence valve will open. Now what happens after end of extension of cylinder 1? Because of back pressure, this pilot line will sense that back pressure and sequence valve will open. So liquid which is being coming from this pump will be delivered to this check valve, and from this check valve the liquid will now start entering from this point. Now again here there are two paths, one is connected to the blank end and another one is connected to this check valve. So no problem, liquid will start entering from this valve, and again it will come to this check valve and it will come here. So obviously it has less resistance, so liquid will only pass through this complete line will be filled, and once this complete line is filled we have more space in the blank end of cylinder 2. So now liquid will start entering from blank end of cylinder 2 and extension of cylinder 2 will start. Now at the same time we have to remove the liquid which is available at rod end of cylinder 2. So liquid which is available at rod end of cylinder 2 will be taken out to this point, and from this point since B is connected to it will be delivered to the tank. Now you can ask me, it will go further from this way also. No problem, it will come here, it will go here, but this check valve will not allow liquid flow from this direction to this direction. And from this pilot line, since the pressure is less because we are in the working stroke, so this valve will be kept closed and it has only one space to go from point B to point T. So this is how extension of cylinder 2 will be achieved after extension of cylinder 1. So this is how check valve 2, the sequence valve 2 is used. So now when extension of cylinder 1 is completed, then extension of cylinder 2 is also completed. Now what will happen? The blank end of cylinder 1 is also filled, blank end of cylinder 2 is also filled, this line is completely filled with the liquid, this line is completely filled with the liquid. So what happens? This complete pressure line and blank end of both the cylinder is filled. So at this time supreme back pressure will be created in the pressure line, and that supreme back pressure will be sensed by this pressure relief valve, and this pilot line will sense that supreme back pressure. At the end of extension of both the cylinders, supreme back pressure will be generated, and that will be relieved through by sensing pilot line, and then this valve will open and the pump will be unloaded to the tank, and then we can say that the pressure, supreme back pressure, has been relieved from this pressure relief valve. So obviously pressure setting, if we compare of these two sequence valves and one pressure relief valve, so obviously pressure setting of this pressure relief valve will be more than these two valves, because when higher supreme or higher back pressure or supreme back pressure will be created at the end of extension either or at the end of retraction, then this valve will open, then and then only this pressure relief valve will open, and thus the pressure setting of this valve has to be kept more than these two sequence valves. Okay, so now let us try to understand the next two operations, that is C2 minus and C1 minus. So now what we will do is we will operate this hand lever. Because of the operation of this hand lever, this third envelope will come into picture where P is connected to B and A is connected to T. So now let us try to understand the working. When I start the pump, liquid will be delivered to port P, and from port P to B. Now B2, it will be supplied to this particular point. Again there are two paths, one is to this line and another one is to this line. So what will happen? Liquid will start entering from both the lines. Now liquid will enter from this line and it will come here. So this pilot will sense that pressure, but since we have more scope that we have to achieve retraction of cylinder 2 first, so obviously we are in the working stroke, so there is no back pressure, and thus liquid which is available at this line will not open this particular sequence valve. So obviously this sequence valve will not allow liquid which is coming from B to go further, and even this check valve will also not allow liquid flow from this direction to this direction. So obviously it will start entering only from right hand side from point B. So now it will enter to the rod end of cylinder 2. At the same time, the liquid which was available at the blank end has to be taken out. So that liquid will be taken out from this check valve, and from this check valve it will come to this particular point. Now you can say from liquid which is coming from blank end it can go to this line and it may enter to the cylinder 1, but this line has already filled in the previous stroke, and since this line is then connected to A and A is connected to T, this line will have less resistance, so it will directly go to the tank. So when the liquid will start entering from point B to rod end of cylinder 2, liquid which was available at blank end will be taken out through this check valve, and from this check valve it will come here, and since this line is connected to tank, liquid will be freely it will freely flow to tank first because it has least resistance. Okay, so this is how the retraction of cylinder 2 will be achieved first. Now what will happen at the end of retraction of cylinder 2? This line, like from point P to B, B to this line, even this complete rod end area, and even this complete line will be filled with the liquid. Now that will create back pressure. Now that back pressure will be sensed by this sequence valve 1. It will not sense by this pressure relief valve because setting of this pressure relief valve is much more higher than this sequence valve. So now what will happen when at the end of retraction of cylinder 2, this all rod end area and this pressure line is completely filled with the liquid. At the same time, the back pressure will be created and it will be sensed by this pilot line. This valve will open. Now since this valve is open, liquid which is coming from pump to P, P to B, and from B to this line, it will pass through this sequence valve and it will come here. Now from this point it will go to the check valve, and again it will be keep supplying from this point. So obviously it will go further and it will start entering from rod end of cylinder 1. Now that means retraction of cylinder 1 has started. Now since liquid is entering from rod end, the liquid which was available at blank end has to be taken out. So obviously liquid from blank end will come out, it will come here, it will go here, but again this complete line was connected to the tank. Liquid which is coming from blank end of cylinder 1 will come to A, and A is connected to T, so it will go to the T. So this is how after completion of retraction of cylinder 2, retraction of cylinder 1 will start, because retraction of cylinder 2 will create back pressure in the pressure line, and then this sequence valve will open, and then it will allow liquid to enter from rod end of cylinder 1. So this is how, by using two sequence valves, we are achieving the sequencing of two cylinders in such fashion, like extension of cylinder 1 first, then extension of cylinder 2, then retraction of cylinder 2, and then retraction of cylinder 1. Now when retraction of both the cylinder is completed, that means this rod end area is completely filled with the liquid, this pressure line will completely filled with the liquid, and again this rod end area of cylinder 1 is also filled, completely filled. So supreme back pressure will be generated in this all pressure lines, this complete pressure lines, and that will be sensed by this pressure relief valve, and the pump will be unloaded through this pressure relief valve at the end of both retraction of both the cylinders. So this setting of pressure relief valve is kept so high than these two sequence valves. Okay, so this is how cylinder sequencing circuit can be achieved using two sequence valves.